One book that I found is called Deep in the Sahara, and this is by Kelly Cunnane. So this book is about the Muslim faith. And I know what you're thinking, religion, we can't talk about it, but it doesn't necessarily talk about the Muslim religion. It more focuses on the meaning of the clothing they wear, or the pieces of clothing they wear. So don't worry, it doesn't like focus on this is what Muslim. It's a great book. So in the book, you follow a little girl named Lala, and she's trying to figure out the meaning of the piece of clothing that some Muslim women wear called the malafa. And if you want to know how to pronounce this, the good thing about this book is it also has a glossary like Pancho Rabbit, where you can learn the pronunciation of each of the words and a definition. So Lala sees all her female family members wearing a malafa, and she gets a different meaning as to why they're wearing the malafa when she interacts with each of her family members. So, for example, when she interacts with her mom, she thinks the malafa is for beauty because she thinks her mother is beautiful. When she interacts with her sister, she thinks it's mysterious. It talks about only being able to see her eyes. And as we meet each of her family members, they explain to her that that isn't the true meaning of the malafa. And by the end of the story, Lala understands that the meaning of wearing a malafa is about her religion, is about the Muslim religion. So it talks about how they don't have to wear the malafa, but they do because of their religion. So the glossary in the back of the book is super helpful, and so is the author's note, because it helps shed light on those parts of the story. And again, like I said in the beginning, don't worry about it being all about religion, because it more focuses on the clothing and the settings and the reasons behind it. It doesn't focus on this is the Muslim religion and this is what they do and this is who they pray to. It doesn't focus on that. It focuses on the clothing and this little girl's understanding of why the women in her culture wear that piece of clothing, the malafa. And this this book, you could have a class discussion about it and read it aloud, or just have it in the classroom to represent, the students if they want to look into it, or if their families want them to get a better understanding. But it's just a really cute story to read about. And one of the articles that I've read, I'll give you the bibliography below. It talks about how when students feel they're underrepresented in books, they could feel isolated in the classroom because they're not able to see themselves. So by having those books where they can see themselves and see their family members maybe even represented, it can help them feel more part of the classroom and know that you think they're important and these stories are important to share. I just think, again, because we want to make our classroom libraries more diverse, it's important to have books like these that won't raise a ton of questions with other parents, hopefully, but also represent the cultures in a positive and non-stereotypical way. This book, I think, just would be, in general, great to have in the classroom library and would be great for a read aloud.